Saints lose the preseason finale against the Denver Broncos. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, there you go. It's a wrap, as they say. The New Orleans Saints have finished the preseason. They are now 0-2-1 with the tie against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Crazy game, all right? So I just got back from the Dome. Let me say this before I even talk about the game. The biggest loser of today is the Dome's prices. What the hell is going on? Let me tell you this right now, ladies and gentlemen. I've been going to Saints home games for over a decade. Bloody Marys, Crown and Soda, whatever, $16-ish normally. I got a Bloody Mary today. Walked up to the bar, got a Bloody Mary, as I do every home game. What do you think it was? What do you think it was? This is a regular. This isn't a double. This isn't a whatever. $24. The premium was $28. A beer, a Michelob Ultra, $17. That ain't going to fly. Okay? Whoever's in charge of the prices at the Dome, get it together. That is crazy. All right? Weird game. So, offensively, we basically did nothing. I mean, Shough was 12 for 20 for 102 yards, rushing touchdown. I thought the RPO was good on the rushing touchdown. Like I've been saying, I'm not sure why Kellen didn't do that more to get Shough kind of comfortable and to get him moving and get him utilizing his feet a little bit, take a little bit of the pressure off of him to throw the football. Rattler, he had a horrible miss to Shaheed. If he hit Shaheed in stride, well, he didn't hit him at all the balls behind him, but if he hits him in stride, that could have been 6. Those passes, those errant passes like that, can't have. So Shough and Rattler kind of wash out. Both, whatever. Shough's fumble wasn't really on him, but very vanilla. And the offense as a whole, it did look better. And that's where this game is going to be kind of weird. It did look better. I thought we ran the ball better. Let's see, we ran for, 4.5 yards a carry. So we ran the ball pretty well. Alvin Kamara played literally one play and then took it to the house. So I'm not sure what the situation was there. I heard that he changed his cleats. I don't know if it was a equipment issue or what, but I thought we ran the ball better, which is something we wanted to see with the first team offensive line out there. All right, that was big. I thought the intermediate passing game was better. Like, we were converting some second downs. We were converting some third and shorts. Shaheed was finding space. Olave was finding space. I thought that looked good, but we didn't get much out of it. You know, it was always like, oh, penalty derails this drive or this derails that drive, and we were just coming with field goals. But overall, I thought everything worked a little bit better. I think Kellen is really keeping this playbook light. Like, I don't think he's showing much. The Broncos this game, this was crazy from them. They went for it 4 times on 4th down. They had 16 third downs. Okay, so 20 plays, quick maths. 20 plays were on 3rd down or 4th down. That's kind of wild. And they converted 10 of them. So 50% conversion rate for 3rd and 4th downs. It felt like the Broncos had to work so hard to win this game and to keep drives going. I mean, let's just look at some of this. So let's see. This touchdown, was this the... Yeah, so this one right here. Okay, so they go 1st and 10, 1st and 20, 2nd and 20. There's an unnecessary roughness penalty, gets them the 1st down. All right, so right here I'm thinking, well, right, it's 1st and 20, it's 2nd and 20, defense is doing well. They get a penalty to get the 1st down, whatever. Then it was all this, like, just kind of huck it up, and these, like, 50-50 balls that always went their way. Like 3rd and 1 at the 19. I thought everything was covered up pretty well. Bo Nix just kind of hucks it up to Courtland Sutton, touchdown. So on one hand, you're thinking, all right, that was pretty decent. But on the other hand, it's like, well, we gave up a touchdown. The touchdown on this drive, same exact situation. Look at this drive. 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 1st and 10, 2nd and 2, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 6, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 4, 4th and 4, they go for it. Ehlinger is rolling around all over the place. The play is dead. The play is absolutely dead. We're clapping in the stands. I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, good job defense. We held them. Here we go. Let's try and win this game. Ehlinger just kind of hucks it up, literally throws it up in the middle of the field, and boom, touchdown. And so this was another one where the defense can't play this any better except for the very, very end of the play. There was another drive. I can't remember if it was on third down or fourth down when Bo Nix was still in the game. It might have been this 4th and 5. But there was one where I thought Bo Nix was sacked. And his own offensive line kind of collapsed on himself. He kind of sneaks out, gets rid of the ball, converts. I can't remember if it was 3rd down or 4th down. But even that play, it's like, damn. Like, they had a 12-play drive. I mean, this is an 11-play drive and a 14-play drive, a 12-play drive, an 8-play drive, an 11-play drive, and they were 50% on 3rd and 4th down. I mean, time of possession, the Broncos had the ball for 13 more minutes. The Broncos basically had the ball for an entire quarter. This is part of what's so interesting about this game, where all this was taking place. The Saints barely have the ball. The Broncos are going on these super extended drives that are being capped off with 4th down conversions or 3rd and 1 miracle passes or whatever. And the game was certainly in hand or close with 9 minutes left. So weird game to watch. Something else I just didn't understand was this turnover on downs, 4th and 1 situation. I thought this whole thing was absolutely insane. So I don't get the electronic review if the electronic review can be wrong. Like, how am I supposed to believe that the electronic review is correct? So on this play, Saints run the ball 3rd and 1. Electronic review says that the Saints got the first down. Denver challenges that, and then they win the challenge. Then the Saints go for it on 4th and 1. They say the electronic review shows that the Saints didn't get it, but they don't show the review. So if the electronic review is not precise, just use the chain gang. Just go back to that. And then I thought the idea that electronic review was to speed the game up, to not have to bring the chain gang out there and all that stuff. Well, if the review is wrong to where it can be reviewed and challenged and overturned, that's actually making the game even longer. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I'm not a big fan of it. I thought the whole point of it was on these small, like 3rd and 1, 4th and inches, whatever, that the electronic marker would basically guarantee the spot so that you wouldn't have to run the chain gang out there, do the spot, do the whole this thing, bring them back out. And so it's speeding the game up and it's eliminating those moments. Well, what the hell is the technology? What is the technology if the electronic spot is wrong? Like, that's the part I don't get. So, why are we seeing some of the electronic reviews, like the one that got challenged? We saw that on the video board, which didn't matter because what we saw was obviously wrong. But we did not see the review of the 4th and 1, which was marked short. So I'm going to need Roger Goodell to explain exactly what's going on there, but it's preseason. It is what it is. But that was another example of these like 50-50 toss-up situations that just kind of dictated this whole game. And Denver seemed to have a lot of them go their way, 50% of them basically. And the Saints had some that didn't go their way. It's not exactly a 50-50 thing, but if Rattler connects with the pass to Shaheed, if the 4th down goes our way, if any of the Denver 4th downs don't go their way, like a lot of that, some of the penalties, like it just seemed like a weird game. I can only care so much about it because it's preseason and it is what it is. But if this was a regular season game and you lose and you're down, I mean, like before the 4th and 5 miracle pass, 4th and 4 miracle pass from Sam Ehlinger, it is 22-19. Think about that. Think about all the stuff we just talked about. that went Denver's way and didn't go the Saints' way. And with 9 minutes left, the Saints are down 3. Like in it seemed like the Saints were doing virtually nothing, but were in the game, and the Broncos were emptying everything they had out, and they were barely ahead in the game. So there's something in there that you can take from it, but yeah, the challenge, the whole review challenge spot, no spot, that absolutely blew my mind. So I'm not saying the Saints should have won the game, but Denver had to work hard to win this game. Even though we lost, even though we gave up 28 points, even though we gave up 5.3 yards of play, even though they had 396 total yards, I would say the defense, specifically the first team defense, was really good. I feel really, really good about the first team defense. I thought they were flying around. I thought everyone looked good. I thought the pass rush was there. I thought we were stopping the run. I thought everything was nicey. The only thing you could say was like, okay, this was not nicey, was Courtland Sutton absolutely got the best out of Kool-Aid McKinstry for all of this. I mean, all that. And one, I think, was Julian Blackmon. I think he just bodied him on the touchdown. I believe that's who it was. But everything else looked good defensively. So far this preseason, through 3 games, I would say the consistent theme is Sanker is good, Riley is good. Riley got the pick today. That was nice. Sanker's good, Riley's good, Stutzman's good, Banks is good. I would say those are the 3 things that have stood out every single game. But to see the first team defense all out there, I feel great about that side of the ball. Offensively, same thing. Like we do some good stuff, but we just haven't seen enough. We haven't seen enough good stuff. I talked about this week, we needed to see some success early on. We kind of sort of got some of that. Like we kind of sort of, like, let's look at the play-by-play here. On this play, like the Rattler to Olave, Kendra Miller had a good run. Like all this is happening. Cool. Then the holding penalty sets everything back. All of a sudden, incomplete, kick a field goal. Good on Blake Grupe making the 56-yarder, right? There's good here, but you want to see a touchdown. Same thing here. 7-play drive. Okay, cool. But ends in a field goal, right? It's like, damn, we want to see a touchdown. And then, then it is kind of what it is after that. But, I would have loved to see more from the first team offense. I think I saw enough to put some of the fears away, like the fears that the offensive line is horrible, we're not going to be able to run the football, things like that. Like I think we will, but I don't feel as comfortable as I'd like to feel about the team after that game. Like I think if we would have scored on a couple of these drives, if we would have scored on either of these opening drives instead of just field goals, I would have felt great. But again, no Kamara. We still got to wait and see what the team looks like with Alvin and all that. But overall, I thought it was, kind of okay. At the end, like once all the backups are in, once you have Jake Haener in there and backup defense, and then it's hard to judge exactly what you're seeing. I was kind of surprised here, or was it 22 to? Was it this one? Yeah, I was kind of surprised here. So it's 22-19. And I think at this time there was 9 minutes left. Yeah, there's 9 minutes left in the game. I was surprised that Kellen didn't put Shough in here and say, hey, man, go try and get the lead. Go try and win the game. Go try and do whatever. Then we'll put Jake in. But it is what it is. I don't know if they're trying to get some Jake on tape in order to help him out if they decide to waive him. And I don't know. But I don't think nothing happened with the quarterback battle. Nothing has changed. Nothing is... nothing's doing there. I think Rattler will be your starter. 5 for 8, 43 yards. Not much. Really bad miss with the Shaheed. If he would have connected there, this whole game could have been so different. Shough, 12 for 20, 102. Had a couple good plays there. Showed his mobility. The RPO was good, getting in the end zone. Then he had a couple other plays where he avoided pressure, rolled out of the pocket. I thought was good. Ran the ball a little bit better. Devin Neal looked good. I liked what Devin Neal was doing. Kendra Miller had a couple good runs there. Not much from Cam, not much from Clyde, but I thought Neal and Miller were pretty solid. I thought the offensive line was good enough, right? Receiving wise, good to see Olave and Shaheed working in that intermediate. So yeah, interesting game. Felt like if this was a real game, I would think the Saints were kind of hard luck losers just because of the 50-50 balls. I mean, 20 plays on 3rd and 4th down, and 50% of them go against you seems like a lot. And, a couple of those plays, the Ehlinger 4th down play, the Bo Nix when he hucks it up, like all those plays, if those go the other way, it's a completely different game. So, but all right, ladies and gentlemen, go buy a hat. Hats are on the store. Hats, mugs, shirts, get it all. Hats are on the store. Go grab one. Superdome, figure out your damn prices. All right, we'll be covering this game. We got 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and then it's for real. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments what you thought. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.